Welcome back to another episode of Real Madrid, The Rebuild Chronicles, starring Xabi Alonso as the fresh new manager Trent Alexander-Arnold in a Spanish jersey, and absolutely no sign of Kylian Mbappé, because of course. Madrid's Club World Cup opener ended in a 1-1 draw against Al Hilal. And if you're thinking, wait, wasn't this supposed to be an easy warm-up? Yes, it was. But this is Real Madrid. Even the preseason feels like a Champions League final on Ambien. So how did Alonso's debut go? Let's just say it had everything. Goals, cramps, fever, and enough tactical confusion to make a FIFA Ultimate Team manager weep. 1. New era, same chaos. Alonso ball kicks off. So the Alonso era starts with a 1-1 draw against Al Hilal in Miami Heat that could cook paella on the grass. Who scheduled this match? Satan's personal assistant. The starting at Evan was announced 90 minutes before kickoff. That's already a tactical upgrade from Ancelotti, who usually leaks lineups 2 hours early like your uncle forwarding WhatsApp messages. Trent Alexander-Arnold debuted for Real Madrid, wearing Trent 12 like he's in a boy band. The man looked as confused as the fans trying to pronounce Weechsin. Meanwhile, Mbappé was missing with a fever. Honestly, he's probably just allergic to playing in Club World Cups. Endrick's injured, so Alonso summoned Gonzalo Garcia from Castilla. Bold move, especially when your bench still has Brahim Diaz, Modric and Ceballos gathering dust like legacy software. And it worked. Gonzalo scored. Ancelotti would have just made Modric play as a false striker while Valverde delivered corner kicks and espresso. This match was basically Alonso whispering, "I'm not Ancelotti," while the team replied, "Yeah, we can tell." And let's talk about that tactical risk. Trusting a Castilla striker in your managerial debut is like jumping out of a plane hoping the intern packed your parachute. Meanwhile, Twitter was having a meltdown over Mbappé's absence like he ghosted prom night. In reality, the guy had a fever, but you'd think he fled the country. Alonso, on the other hand, looked like he was running a team-building exercise with players who forgot to RSVP. 2. The tactical master plan needs software updates. Alonso ditched the 3-at-the-back system from Leverkusen for a classic 4-3-3. Unfortunately, Madrid's 4-3-3 played like it had 3 left feet. Al Hilal waltzed into Madrid's penalty box like it was a Black Friday sale. The midfield looked disjointed. The attack looked disconnected. Honestly, if this was a chemistry experiment, it would have exploded in a school lab. Madrid's build-up play felt like someone handed them IKEA instructions in Sanskrit. At one point, I swear Jude Bellingham passed the ball to no one like he was playing charades with the ghost of Sergio Busquets. Alonso's tactical tweaks felt like when you update your iPhone and suddenly the calculator app stops working. This team was missing cohesion, rhythm, and oh yeah, Mbappé. But hey, we got Trent trying to defend in 38 degrees Celsius heat, so there's that. Even Xabi Alonso's eyebrows look stressed by halftime. And then there's the press, if you can call it that. Madrid pressed like they were trying not to wake a sleeping baby. Al Hilal had so much time on the ball they could have ordered room service and still made a pass. Alonso clearly told his players to keep their shape, but someone must have misheard it as keep your distance, because the spacing looked like a COVID safety drill. Let me know if you want the next section boosted as well. 3. Arda Güler. The starter Madrid didn't know they needed. Second half kicks off, Alonso makes a few tweaks, and suddenly, boom. Arda Güler walks in like he just remembered he's Turkish Messi. He replaced Asensio, who was pulled because, plot twist, he was on antibiotics. Apparently, Madrid's bench is just one injury update away from turning into a pharmacy. Güler played deeper than usual, and still managed to look like the only adult in the room. Madrid fans are now Googling how to say please start Güler in Spanish. Asensio came off because he was on antibiotics. Vinicius came off with cramps. Half the team looked like they needed electrolytes and a group hug. Tchouaméni played as a center-back again, probably whispering to himself, "I signed up for midfield, bro." Fun fact, the only senior outfield player who didn't play was Dani Ceballos, not injured, just ghosted. The man was benched harder than a side character in a telenovela. Arda didn't just play well, he played like a guy trying to remind the club they paid actual money for him. Every touch was a resume update. Meanwhile, Dani Ceballos was so invisible, you'd think he was in witness protection. If Güler doesn't start the next game, Madrid fans might just storm Alonso's clipboard with pitchforks and PowerPoint slides. 4. Vinicius Jr. cramping, diving, and not much else. In the absence of Mbappé, everyone expected Vinicius Jr. to step up. Instead, he stepped on the ball, flopped for a yellow card, and lost possession 11 times. His biggest contribution was cramps and chaos, which to be fair is very on-brand for Real Madrid. Vinicius' heat map was just a picture of him falling over and then asking for water. He completed 2 out of 5 dribbles. That's not a winger, that's a malfunctioning blender. At one point, he took a shot that was so wide, it nearly became a throw-in. Alonso subbed him off with cramps. Somewhere Ancelotti nodded proudly like, "That's my boy." Rodrigo at least got the assist, but even he looked like he was playing through a FIFA career mode hangover. Bellingham played deeper and more confused than your last relationship. Meanwhile, Real Madrid's attacking plan was just hope Gonzalo figures it out. Watching Vinicius in this match was like watching a fireworks show that never ignited. You wait, you hope, you squint, and then it just fizzles into smoke and confusion. He was on the ground more than the ball was, and when he did get up, he was usually jogging back from wherever he lost possession. If this was his audition for team leader, someone please hand him the understudy script. 5. Alonso, sweating, yelling, and leading a fitness class. Xabi Alonso spent more time outside the technical area than inside it. If coaching doesn't work out, he's qualified to teach Zumba. By the second half, the man was drenched in sweat, using a wet towel like he was at a Turkish bathhouse. After 2 minutes, he was already yelling instructions like he was directing traffic in Lagos. Every time someone got fouled, Alonso appeared at their side like Batman, whispering tactics into their ear. Valverde missed a penalty and Alonso immediately ran over to hug him. You know it's pre-season when coaches start offering post-failure cuddles. He high-fived his staff like they'd just survived a hurricane. Technically, they had Miami in July is no joke. Cebus Perilla, his assistant, came off the bench to coach set pieces like a substitute teacher who suddenly realized the class has no chalk. Antonio Pintus, the former fitness god of Madrid, is now just performance manager, which apparently means sitting quietly and remembering the good old days. At one point, Alonso was pacing the sideline like a man waiting for a delivery that's 45 minutes late. You could see the tactical anxiety physically leaking from his pores. He clapped, pointed, shouted, then repeated the cycle like a fitness DVD stuck on loop. If Real Madrid ever launches a wellness program, just hook everyone up to Alonso's Fitbit and watch the calories burn. 6. The Mbappé-sized hole and the Bernabeu-sized expectations. Let's be honest, Madrid looked fine, but not great. Which is concerning when you're Real Madrid and you've got a new manager, no Mbappé, and Rodrigo still checking his Copa del Rey notifications. This draw wasn't a disaster, but it also wasn't the statement Alonso probably wanted. Unless that statement was, "Please send ice packs and prayer." Madrid fans were waiting for Mbappé. Instead, they got Gonzalo, Garcia, and the flu. Jude Bellingham in deep midfield is like buying a sports car and then using it to haul groceries. If this match was meant to showcase the new Real Madrid era, then the PowerPoint froze midway through. Xabi's tactics have potential, but right now it feels like he's trying to run Windows 11 on a toaster. Still, it's early days, and hey, it could be worse. At least nobody pulled a hamstring celebrating. Real Madrid didn't win, but they also didn't implode. That's called progress, people. Next up, Pachuca. Yes, that's a real team, not a cough syrup. And let's not pretend the fans are patient. Madridistas want fireworks, not flickering candles. Drawing with Al Hilal might be forgivable in pre-season. But at the Bernabeu, one more game like this and someone's going to start chanting for Zidane before halftime. Alonso may be the shiny new hire, but Real Madrid expectations age you faster than a US presidency. Closing thoughts. Welcome to Alonso Ball beta version. So is this the dawn of a glorious Alonso dynasty at Madrid? Or just another project that ends with someone sighing over a lukewarm espresso and calling Zidane again? Drop your thoughts below. Was Gonzalo Garcia the hero we didn't expect? Should Bueller start? And will Mbappé ever play a Club World Cup match? Or is that beneath his tax bracket? Smash that like button, subscribe for more football banter, and remember, if you think your debut at work went badly, just know that Xabi Alonso started with cramps, fever, and Miami humidity. See you next match day.